Okay guys, time to return home. It feels so good to see empty roads when you're going back home. Usually it's like fully crowded here. Up till here is full of cars, full of cabs basically, and it's a rush. And now you're just seeing some few vehicles, and in few days it'll be back to normal. There's just a lot of traffic. I think we should enjoy what we have. Few more days. Okay. It's quite sunny. I think in the morning it was more gloomy climate, and evening it's fully sunny. Okay, I think I spoke too soon. Nice. So I'm just going back 340 so that I can get my vehicle serviced. So usually what I do is every 1,000 odd kilometers I get my vehicle fully cleaned and the chains as well cleaned, right? So it's easier that way, and it's quite cheaper for Honda. Considering this is a super bike, I initially thought it would be quite costly, and I had to get that stand, the chain lube, everything, right? But it's quite cheap. I'll show you at the end of the video how much it's costing me for this regular minor maintenance, which is vehicle clean and chain lubing. And with Honda, you can have relatively cheaper service done, chain cleaned. So it makes sense that I get it done from there instead of buying the central stand, and then there are a lot of things to take care of. And they do it very professionally, right? If I do it at home, it won't be done very cleanly, and there is a chance that I can hurt myself. I know it's quite simple, but I don't want to risk it. I'll show you why. Because the way they clean, it is quite satisfying to watch. They take care of my vehicle really good. Particularly the Whitefield Honda, I've had a good experience till now. It's quite near to my home, so yeah. Okay, I think the traffic is slowly returning. So I've driven around 4,700 kilometers. I got this vehicle in September, just before the GST. So yeah, it's been, I think, 2.5 months, if I'm not wrong. I've been regularly taking it out, trying to get that really nice POV shots, early morning shots, evening shots, late night shots. So I'll keep you updated on the different trips I'm gonna take. I think we'll go straight because they are laid down this new service road, which I'll show you next to the Rainbow Hospital. Earlier it was full of potholes, sorry. Now they laid it out buttery smooth. So yeah, there are some stretches which I really like, and then there are huge surprises. A sudden pothole and you're just thinking whether what to brake or to put the clutch. If you are a driver like me, I would say don't put both. Just try to hold on to the steering and see to ensure you keep your balance right. If you're about to fall, or if you're thinking that you're not okay, just let go of the accelerator, hold the handle, let go of the clutch, and then just glide through it. And after that, once you are crossing the pothole, then you can take a call whether to brake or accelerate, right? Most people do the mistake of accelerating or holding the clutch, trying to brake if they see such a pothole and trying to avoid, right? I think the most of the folks who fall, right, they're trying to avoid the pothole, something like this, right? What they end up doing is they miss their balance and they eventually fall. So what I do is, whenever I see such a pothole and I cannot avoid it, right, I can't swirl left or swirl right, what I do, I just keep my core stable. I ensure that I pass through it with minimum or no disbalance, basically. Yeah. Also, for the chain loop part, which I was just talking about, right? So this Honda Center has brought in some really nice a premium chain loop, which I tried last time in my 3300 cleaning visit, right? They mentioned that there are two types of chain loop. One is which sprays a lot, right? So it makes the bike messy. So what happens is they clean it, apply the lube, and the moment you drive off, it started splashing around, right? And the entire tire, the other sections, and it gets covered, right? The spillage is clearly visible. But they applied a premium lube the last time, and what I experienced was there was no spillage. It was quite smooth, and it had some grey colorish texture to it, which was really nice to see. It felt nice. I think this bike has its own character, which I'm trying to slowly understand. So when you drive in a very low rev, right, there's significantly a good amount of vibration that creeps into, even with the gloves, right? So I'll just show you when I'm getting my gloves out. It'll be slightly red in color, hands, because of the vibration. So initially I thought it was because I was not engaging the core, I am not bending my elbows, but I changed that significantly, right? So what I bend my elbow most of the time, try to engage my core, and even with that, right, the vibration creeps in. But the moment I cross it over 6000 RPM, right, so all those vibrations are gone. So this engine wants me to rev it, which I do, but in city's traffic, there's very little scope of it. Look at that guy. He's pretty confident there.
One eternity later.